Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to play a game I'm really excited to get into. I've played it once before, completed it once, but that doesn't necessarily mean I've seen all the content that it has to offer. If you've been following this channel for any amount of time, you'll probably have a guess at the developers of this game. So without further ado, let's crack on and get into Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. So yeah, if you thought Dark Souls was difficult, then well, prepare for something equally as, if not more difficult. Okay, so we've got a new version here, and there have been a few things added to it recently, none of which we will see though, because you've got to kind of complete it before you can access any of that stuff, and you've got to complete it 2, maybe 3 times to be able to access all of it. So so let's new game, and I'll get out of your way for a while.
Toki wa Sengoku Makki. 日の本すべてを焼いた戦火はいまだに勢い衰えず、山深いアシナの国にも燃え広がっていた。県政アシナ一心、国取りの決戦であった。
野良犬が心すらなくしたか。ああ、共に来るか、飢えた狼よ。
そして戦場で拾われた狼は修行の末熟達の忍びとなった。
忍びの掟は忘れまいな。親の次に大事なもの、お前の心に刻むがよい。あれが今日からお前の主だ。命を賭して守り、たとえ奪われるとも必ず取り戻すのだ。よいな、狼よ。
一心の国取りから24年、アシナの国は斜陽にあり、狼の忍びはすべてを失っていた。育ての義父も 守るべき主も。
忍びよ、目覚めてください。あなたの主のために。
Okay, so here we are. We've got Kudo's charm, and as we saw there, so there's been a long history of shinobi. We saw us being trained by our father there, and we are wolf, according to all that dialogue there. And then, then it seems like everything's gone into a bit of our clan's kind of all but been wiped out, and we find ourselves seemingly out of hope at the bottom of this kind of, I don't know, sewer, well, whatever, I don't know, some form of kind of underground trench, and a mysterious lady drops us this item here. So, ornamental letter. A letter thrown into a well. So it was a well, okay. Kudo's wolf. Your destiny awaits you at the Moonview Tower. Escape from the well and find the tower bathed in moonlight. Even without a blade, you can reach it. Stay silent, stay vigilant. Okay, so echoes of Dark Souls 1, where the guy chucks down the key, which lets you escape. So we don't have any weapon, but we need to get to the tower bathed in moonlight. Oh man, I was at a friend's at the weekend, and he's a huge fan of Dark Souls. It was Jack from the video I did recently, where I interviewed different folks about their favourite games. And what's even Sprint? I forget. See, it's been a while. Do I even have it yet? I think it's Circle, but it doesn't seem to be sprinting, so... Okay, maybe I don't have it yet. You'd think that you would start with it, but... Oh, kind of felt like I was gonna then. But anyway... yeah, and so he loves FromSoft, the FromSoft games, but he hasn't completed Sekiro yet. So when I was around at his, I was trying to get him back into it, and we were just going through a few where he'd got to, basically, and it reminded me just how awesome the game is, and the fact that I've only completed it once, which is not good enough, because you need to complete it like 3 times to be able to even see the majority of the content. So I've been waiting for a good time to start, and now is it. So stealth: advance without being seen by crouching in bushes or moving under floors. You do not have a sword at the moment. Use stealth to avoid enemies and head to the Moonview Tower. If you're about to be seen, warning markers appear above enemies' heads. Classic.
特に稼いなどしておりませんが、構わぬのでしょうか。大事ない。刀もなく、気力すらない。奴はもうただのふぬけよ。
Okay. You talking about me there? Nothing but a coward. Okay. So like I say, as long as we stay out of sight, we'll be okay. This game's probably, I'd say it's a lot more stealthy than Dark Souls or Bloodborne. You've got all these kind of hiding mechanics, and you've got instant. You can do an instant takedown if you come up on an enemy from behind. Oh, and then there's these little eavesdrop prompts here. So
君櫓の扉はちゃんと閉まっておるか。
閉まっておるが、壁の穴はそのままにしておるぞ。
ああ、こちらは心配いらぬだろう。穴は崖際じゃ通えるものなどあるまいよ。
no one can pass through it, and we'll see about that. So yeah, so you can eavesdrop in and on enemies' conversations. Sometimes they'll give you a hint about where to do, what to go, or maybe some weakness or something you can exploit or whatever. But yeah, so all we have to do here, sneak round, do a little bit of jumping, and then hang on the edge of this ledge here. Yeah, impossible to reach. I can't imagine anyone reaching it. And who do we have here?
Ooh. よく来てくれた。久しいな、狼よ。
お迎えに参上いたしました。我が主。
表を上げよ。くさび丸、そなたの刀だ。我が忍びよ。主従の約定に従い、命を賭し、我に仕えよ。
御意。
Okay, so Kusabi Maru, a katana given by Kuro, the divine heir, an heirloom of the Hirata family, a cadet branch descended from Ashina. Once thought lost, it has found its way back into the hands of the wolf. The name Kusabi Maru beseeches a shinobi's role is to kill, but even a shinobi must not forget mercy, a mantra the blade itself may manifest. Interesting. Okay, so we've got his weapon now, and so this young lad here is who we're sworn to protect, but is locked up in this tower under heavy guard. So let's have a chat and see what he has to say.
狼よ、傷を負っておるようだな。そうだ、そなたにこれを託そう。薬水のひょうたんだ。これで傷を癒してくれ。
Healing gourd, a gourd filled with vitality restoring medicine. Resting fills the gourd, made by an apprentice of the extraordinary Dr. Dogan. Though it is strange that the gourd's medicinal waters refill automatically, the seeds within may hold the secret to how it works.
さて、そなたの体、その後大事はないか。
その後とは。
あの世のこと、覚えておらぬのか。
はい。
いや、司祭は後にしよう。今はこのアシナの城を脱さねばならぬ。
御意。
堀沿いに進んだ橋の下に場外への抜け穴がある。一心様よりそう聞いたことがある。まずはその橋下の抜け穴を見つけてきてほしい。 見つけたらそうだな。足の歯笛で合図をくれるか。ほら昔聞かせてくれたであろう。こうピーッとな。その音を頼りにそなたのもとへ行こう。狼よ、そなたからも何かあるのか？
This is because I've completed it once. I have a feeling if I give him Kuro's charm, it makes all the enemies harder. I'm just going to quickly Google this. Kuro's charm. No, that's not it. Kuro's charm is a key item. Blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, so returning the charm to Kuro at the start of the game unlocks the path of further hardships, increasing difficulty. Most noticeably, blocking attacks now cause Kuro to take chip damage unless he perfectly deflects. And there is a general increase in difficulty, but experience and send rewards from enemies is increased by 20%. I am tempted, but I think we're going to leave that until New Game Plus, because I feel like I want to get back into the game, so let's not give him Kuro's charm.
そうか。では頼んだぞ、狼よ。
Excellent. Right, so we've got his healing god. So it's just like your Estus in Dark Souls, basically. I'm a little bit concerned that where my camera is might be blocking some of the text, so I'm going to move up there. So let's have a look. Okay, you can cycle through areas quickly. Yep, okay, cool. Yep, okay, let's get all this stuff out of the way. We don't need to have a tutorial about how to go into the menu. Pellets. Okay, so that's another form of healing. They like give you kind of gradual health restoration over time. Really useful, but they don't heal a great amount, but they do allow you. If you're shot on God, we've only got one heal out of that God, so yeah.
堀に沿って進んだ橋の下に場外への抜け穴がある。このアシナの城を脱するため、橋下の抜け穴を見つけてきてほしい。見つけたら合図をくれ。アシの歯笛をそなたと私の不調としよう。狼を。
Okay.
そうか。
Okay, so let's go. Initially, this is going to look a lot easier than Dark Souls, but
狼よ。
that's initially.
するな。どうか傷を癒してくれ。
Okay, so yeah, the game is all based on a posture system. So if enemies do have health, and if you get an enemy's health down to 0, then you'll be able to do an insta kill. But that usually takes a lot longer than to break the posture. So to break someone's posture, you need to do you need to parry their attacks perfectly, or react to attacks in certain ways. So there's certain counters, and you'll be seeing hundreds of these through this playthrough. So we'll deal with them as and when they come up. So when you can do a death blow, you'll see this red circle come up on you on the part of the enemy that you're locked onto, and then just attacking will finish him off at that point. So we can log on with R3 just like in the Souls series. Oh, can't believe you didn't see us there, to be quite honest. But if you sneak up behind someone, like I say, you can do an instant attack. So what we're going to try and do is do a parry, and that'll open them up. So obviously this is the very start of the game. Can we run now? Yeah, we can run now. Okay, cool. It is circle. So we can try and be sneaky. So deflection, sometimes relentless attack. Yeah, that's basically just what I was saying. This is almost just like a little tutorial area, I suppose. Is there any like items and stuff around? Yeah, okay, and we can lock on. That's cool. Oh yeah, and holding square is like your collect resources from enemies kind of thing. Does it from a distance. Doesn't appear like anyone is dropping anything at the moment though. I guess maybe with it being a tutorial area. Man, it looks so cool though, this game. I love the whole feudal Japan setting. And obviously there's a hefty bump in graphics, seeing as though this is the only oh. Well, there you go. Death. I thought I had that block, must have just been a bit late. Was I losing health all the way through that? Or did I need to heal up at the start? Did I start off with low health? I don't know. Because I don't think I took a hit before then. Okay, so maybe... So there were guys behind, as well as the guys over there. Oh, that wasn't exactly great, was it? Okay, yeah, so blatantly I needed to heal at the start, didn't I? And I just didn't. It was trying to teach me how to heal, and I was just like, yeah, let's play Sekiro. Sekiro. Right, okay, so first boss. Counter slash can be performed immediately after deflecting an attack. This, okay, cool. Yeah, okay, so you see that guy had two, like, what do you call them? Two death blow points, so we need to defeat him twice, basically. And we get a nice pellet from him. Thank you very much, sir. Ooh, item over here. In fact, I think that door's locked. I don't think we can progress that way. I think it is just the way that we went. Doesn't open from this side, of course. We will see the other side of there later. As per all Souls games, does not open from this side. Yeah. So, if I recall correctly, there is a few ways you can traverse down here. You can go across this way. There is another route just going kind of straight under the bridge. I think there might be a eavesdrop opportunity around there actually. There's an item over there though, we want to get that. So I think we go the other way. Oh no. Oh well. It was further up than that, wasn't it? How are we getting up there now? Oh no! Yeah, it was all the way up there. Maybe we have to get to it from going the other way around. Okay, whatever. It seems we can't get back up, can we? Oh, yeah, we can. This time, patience. Patience is the mark of a true shinobi, so they tell me. See the path ahead this way. Whoop. I think there's an item down at the bottom as well, maybe. There's definitely what appears to be a lizard down there. This is the where we need to whistle. Whistle while you work. Can we get back up if we go down there? Yeah, I don't know how we get that item up there though, this early on. Ah, well, whatever. We'll be back.
狼をよく見つけてくれた。さあ、参ろう。
御意。
血の定めから逃れることしかできぬとはな。この城を出ていずこへ参ろうか。まずはアシナの国を離れるか、あるいはどこかに身を隠すか。そなたはどう思う？
御意のままに。
御意か。そなたは変わらぬな。いや、懐かしいと思うてな。さあ、参ろう。
This next area is so cool. It's one of the well, you'll see.
久しいな、巫女よ。叔父上の墓前以来か。
源一郎殿、私はすまぬ。
お任せを。
邪魔立てするか、巫女の忍びを。足のゲージうまい。
Okay, that was quick.
忍びとてこの程度か。巫女はもらっていくぞ。
これを
目覚めたようじゃな。どうやらまだ日の定めではないと見える。
Okay. So you are supposed to die in that fight. Maybe not so quickly, but I knew I wasn't gonna have to heal or anything going in because it's just what you call it. I think you can actually beat him, I believe, but when you beat him, you still lose. He still chops your hand off and steals Kuro away. So, but anyway, so now we've woken up in this dude's place with some crazy steampunk prosthetic arm. So the artificial arm of Shinobi, passed down by the sculptor, a replica of a human arm fitted with a variety of mechanisms apparently designed with modification in mind. While it bears a number of cuts and is stained thick with blood and oil, it has been impeccably maintained. So this is going to let us do some really cool stuff as the game progresses. So, one thing I wanted, cause these remnants are like the soul signs from Dark Souls. So what I'm quickly going to do, because I don't want them to clutter up my game world, is go network settings, offline mode. There's no online element to Sekiro, so that's the only real thing that'll change, I imagine. I'm hoping when I load back in, it won't. We will have a world full of remnants. Because one player game, want to be immersed in the world, that's going to take me out of it. Although saying that, I am speaking to you guys as well, so that's slightly less on the immersion side of things. But anyway.
お前さん、名は何という？その目、さしずめ、任に敗れた狼といったところか。
言えぬ。
それが忍びじゃな。わしは仏を掘らなきゃなら。お前さんはお前さんで好きにしな。
So, first off, let's ask how we got here.
何故俺はここにいる？
ただ拾ったのよ。屍かどうかもわからぬものを野良犬に食わせてやることもあるまい。
どれほど俺は眠っていた？
お前さんを拾ってからずいぶん経つぞ。
そうか。
じゃが主の主はまだ生きておるぞ。アシナの城で囚われとなっている。だがすぐにもその血を利用されちまうだろう。お前さんを見ればその価値は十分にあろうというものじゃ。
Yeah, just turn the lights down a bit because it's so much glare on the screen. So, ask about our new left arm, shall we?
この左腕、俺に何をした？
そいつは忍び義手。石腕の狼にはおあつらえ向きの牙じゃろうて。仏を掘るには無用でな。お前さんにくれてやる。
忍び義手。
そいつはただ失った腕を補うもんじゃない。任具を見つけたらわしのところに持ってくるがいい。
任具だと？そうか。このからくり。
察しがいいな。任具を持ってきたら忍び義手に仕込んでやる。そうすりゃその義手のありがたみがわかるじゃろうさ。喋りすぎたな。いい気な。
Not just yet. Ask about the Divine Heir's blood.
巫女様の血が利用されるとはどういうことだ？
わしも詳しいことなど知らん。ただ流院、そう呼ばれる特別な血があるという。主の主はそれを持っておる。
それゆえ巫女様は
付け狙われる。お前さんの体が妙なことになっておるのもそのせいかもしれぬな。お前さんもそうじゃが、この荒れ寺にはおかしな客がまあまあ訪れる。寺を出て右手の広場にもそうした者が一人おる。妙なことになっておる者同士、気が合うかもしれんな。
Cool beans. So we got this crazy sculptor dude who dragged us off the battlefield to here, where it was like all these quite a few wooden sculptures. I'm not gonna lie. We got this.
その優しい顔の仏様はわしの彫ったもんじゃねえ。誠の仏師が彫られたものだ。人が己の内にあるものと向き合う。そういった時に助けとなるだろう。
己の内にあるものとは？
怒り、悲しみ、あるいは古い過去の記憶、そういった類のものじゃ。
Cool beans. So we got a Buddha statue there. When you have all these kind of papers things. These are kind of to ward off spirits, I believe, in Japanese history. And look, who do we have here? Could it be?
誠に息を吹き返したのですね。流因の力、この目でしかと見ることになるとは。
何者だ？
エマと言います。去るお方に仕えるクスシです。
去るお方とは？
すみませぬが、主の命にて明かせません。ただ、あなたを助けよと、そう仰せつかっています。信用しろとは言いません。ですが、私は主の命を果たさねばならぬのです。あなたが持っている薬水のひょうたん、それはもともと私が作り上げたものです。クスシとして助けとなりましょう。
Just testing it to see if there's any sound coming out of the speakers, but there isn't, which is really strange because they are turned up. But anyway, present a healing god.
このひょうたん、お主が作ったというのか？
はい。元はクロ様のためにあなたが譲り受けていたのですね。気づいているかもしれませんが、このひょうたんの薬水はおのずと湧き出します。尽きたとて少し休めばまた満ちるでしょう。
クスシとしての助けとは？
ひょうたんの種をお持ちください。
種だと？
はい。薬水はひょうたんの種より湧き出します。新たな種を加えれば薬水の傘が増すでしょう。手に入れたら持ってきてください。
わかった。
一つ頼みがあります。
なんだ？
少し顔を見せてください。
何？
白いあざ。これは生まれつきですか？
いや。
ならば流因を受けた者に現れるということか。あるいは兆しか。
もう良いか？
ああ、十分です。無礼をしました。すみませぬ。白いあざはならば、あるいはではまた。
Okay, so is it her who dropped us the note at the start? Light coin purse. Right, so there is money in this game. I think it's the first FromSoft game that's had currency, other than blood and souls. Remnants, yeah, okay, yeah, that's just the online things of players leaving notes and stuff. Some more pellets. And these are our bonfires, sculptor's idol. Okay, so from here we can rest and we'll unlock some more options later on. Okay, so I mentioned going right up here to meet someone that we might get along with.
Hmm? 見ぬ顔だな。そこもと名は？名乗られぬか。だが腕ある忍びとお見受けした。忍びの技ならば、あるいは、そこもとよ。ぜひそれがしと立ち会ってもらおう。 ナヌはな、そこもとの立ち筋、見事なものであった。それがしをかように従前に殺した者、そうはおらぬ。
お主は何だ？
死なず、あるいは虫つきと呼ぶ者もおるな。死ねぬのでただここにおるのだ。そこもとはこのような荒れ寺で何よ。随分と眉間にシワが寄っておる。そこもとよ、それがしを使い刀の修練をせぬか。お主の使命を果たすために死ねぬ体ゆえ幾度でも切られてやれるぞ。どうじゃ？
承知した。
よし、ではやろう。刀を振らば気も紛れるというもの。
So this legend of a chap is basically a training dummy, but albeit a living one. So you can there's all kinds of stuff that you can train with him. But yeah, we don't really need to train.
来るがい、そこもとの技の試し、いくらでも受けようぞ。
I'm loving that I'm starting to pick up a couple of the Japanese words that are being said. You can have it with English dialogue, but it's I've played through it once with the Japanese with the subtitles, and when I was over at Jack's, I heard the English voice dubs, and they don't sound right to me. And I know the Japanese voices and the English voices just don't sound right. So now we have these. We have the first use of our grappling hook. So when one of these circles goes green, you can just left trigger, and we're away. So that's the first awesome use of the Shinobi prosthetic arm. And now we've done all the tutorial kind of stuff and the introduction, and now we're just starting to get into the meat of the game. So for the very first area, Ashina outskirts. Let's rest at this idol, or commune with the idol. So from the start we can fast travel between idols. So that's different to Dark Souls, whereby you need to get the Lord Vessel to be able to fast travel. Not so here. So even though it's very different in kind of combat, same rules apply really. Clear out the areas, pick up all the items, and then fight the bosses. So what I usually tend to do in Sekiro is find like kind of an area where you can sneak up behind a lot of guards. So what I'm going to do here is attack this guy first, then go down back to the start of the area, and hopefully we'll be able to catch some of the guys out and get some quicker insta kills. As soon as this guy turns round, and now enemies are going to start dropping loot, so we can hold square to pick stuff up. So ceramic shard that we just picked up there, just used to distract enemies. So like I say, now we should be able to catch some guys out with some like vertical attacks and stuff like that. So let's go into here. So as you can already kind of see, the ability to fly around the level, it's basically Dark Souls 3D edition, but well, combat's probably closer to Bloodborne actually, but different to both of them. So he's probably going to notice us. So it's all about trying to separate guys and ninja, basically, take them out one by one, if you can. This guy here. Is he always going to look that way? Okay. Just looking for items, having a bit of a wander around, checking out the scenery. All looks good. Oh, is that where? Oh yeah, I know where that is. Cool. I don't think I've really looked over there from this angle. We'll be going there later to see a man about a horse. Is there anything over just around the outside of there? Don't think so. Okay, so we've got two guys up top. This guy in the grass. But it might be wise to go from top side, so. Guy patrolling there. I wonder why there's a grapple point there. Maybe if you fall off the edge of the map or something. Could be helpful. We got some dogs here. Dogs are not as brutal as in other FromSoft games. I wonder, can we escape from it? No, he knows where we are. So as you can see, it's a much more fast-paced game to Dark Souls as well. I mean, you can play Dark Souls like a running in and whatever, but it's more the combat's definitely balanced to be more defensive. Okay, so now I believe we're going to find a shinobi tool somewhere that is going to make dealing with these dogs a lot easier. Do you pronounce it Shoryuken? Or whatever. A mechanical device made by the mechanical genius Dogen can be fit into the shinobi prosthetic to become a working prosthetic tool. While it is palm-sized, a surprising number of Shoryuken can fit into the Shoryuken wheel. As the edges were designed for stacking, a fine example of what can be achieved when one matches mechanical finesse with a shinobi's talent. Very cool. So we need to go back to the sculptor, and he's going to let us. Upgrade his prosthetic. So just like Dark Souls, when you rest, all the enemies in the area respawn except for bosses and mini bosses. So let's go back to the dilapidated temple and get some shurikens. And just the flow of the combat and movement in this game is so good compared to, well, anything I can think of really.
手に入れた。
人具か。
はい。
忍び義手は牙じゃと言うたが、人具を仕込むことで、その牙は形を変えることができるようになる。敵立てならば打ち砕き、素早き敵ならば仕留め撃つ。仕込んだ人具が増えるだけ、敵を殺す術も増えるじゃろう。殺す相手なりの殺し方を持つ。そういうことじゃ。
随分と詳し
い。いかんな。いつまでも血生臭いことを言うておるから、仏の顔も鬼になるのよ。どれ貸してみろ。わしが人具を仕込んでやろう。わしが掘る仏はどうやったって怒り顔だ。業深いものはそうなる。お前さんもいつか掘ってみればわかるだろうさ。それで何か用か。ああ、そこにある優しい顔の仏様、そいつには妙な真似をするなよ。
Okay, so let's equip these shurikens. So, spirit emblems, they're like ammo for the prosthetic tool and other like weapon arts and things like that, which we'll start encountering later on. So let's travel to Sheena outskirts, gate path. The gate path. So, like any game, I mean, like I said before, the dogs in this game aren't as taxing as in other FromSoft games, but they can still be an annoyance, especially if there's lots of enemies. But if you've got shurikens, if I can remember how to use shurikens, there you go, right trigger, then they take dogs out in one hit, which is good for us. Ouch. Okay, it didn't really go to plan, but what can we see from here? Is that just somewhere to escape the dogs and to admire this lovely view? So we can see an idol over there. That's future times. You can see this area here that looks like we kind of get into now. In that black tent on the top there, also future times. So that was where we got the shuriken. We could use some spirit emblems actually. I think, yeah, over there there's a chicken. A rooster, if you will. Is this where you can drop down? Yes, it is. I don't know if we want to do it now, though. I mean, we can, why not? Let's try it. Oof. Bundled Jesus statue. Small Buddha effigy bound in red cloth, raising prayer between one's palms to restore a node of resurrective power. So we haven't come across the resurrection yet, but this gives us one extra resurrect. And from here, we can go down there. Some gasoline sugar. So all the sugars are like buffs. So this one helps us sneak, I think. And there's one that gives you a better attack and one that gives you better defense. So we've actually skipped out a fair part of the level there. So this is going to be interesting. Let's just see what happens if we carry on forward, because there's a mini boss in the area we were just at. We can work his way back up. So if you remember that tent that we saw there, this merchant here.
国よ、いかがかね。
供養。
さよう。死者たちのご冥福のため品を売っておる。見たところあんたも随分と殺しておるな。ご供養していきなされよ。
So that's what we really want. We don't have enough for it yet, but we will.
死者があるところまた供養衆あり。カラスどもと同じことじゃて。どこへ行こうとご供養を欠かさぬようにの。
Okay, so this is the area kind of just immediately after where the mini boss is, so we're gonna just try and skip backwards a bit. I don't have much healing, to be honest. So we might get slightly destroyed by this guy. Let's see, we might have some, we've got some pellets. So that might give us a little bit of leeway. And we can, if you see again, he's got 2 health bars there. We can take one of them out by doing a sneak attack, which is always worthwhile. Oh, that's not what we're meant to do. Right, so here it's telling us about perilous attacks. So when an enemy's going to do like a stab or a sweep or something like that, or any attack that you can't block, basically, you're going to see some of these kanji or like Japanese characters pop up, and you'll hear a sound, and so at that point we need to either dodge, jump, or there's a few specific counters that we'll get to as and when we gain the ability to use them. So yeah, let's go. Okay. So here we get a period of time where we can resurrect and carry on the fight. prayer beads. Offering 4 of them at the sculpture's idol will increase maximum vitality and posture. And a god seed as well. A seed from which healing waters continuously spring forth. Give to Emma to increase the maximum usage of healing god. Twisted god of medicinal waters was known throughout Ashina since long ago, but it was the extraordinary healer Dogen and his pupil Emma who discovered the self-replenishing nature of this seed. Okay. So, like I say, you get 1 resurrection. Sometimes you get like multiple, and I don't really understand when you get 1 back. I don't know what it is really, but in theory you get 1 resurrect, and then if you get killed again, that's it. You respawn at the idol. So, Fistful of Ash. So this is like a distraction item. You can throw it at an enemy to give yourself a second to maybe get an attack in or whatever. So let's go up here. Sorry, Rooster. Did he drop some monies as well? I think he did. I need to remember to do that because we need the money. Okay, so as well, if you're in a fight like that and you're struggling and you think you're gonna die, or you've already spent a resurrect, and you can always just, unless it's a proper boss, you can always just escape and either go back to an idol or go to well, go wherever, I suppose, get some more healing items or whatever. So, okay, so enhanced physical attributes, we'll be able to do that when we get 3 more prayer beads. So let's go back to Emma and get an extra use of the healing god. Because just 1 is a little bit insufficient.
変わったことがあったのですか？
ああ、
どのような？
俺はひとたび死んだ。だが巫女様の声が聞こえ、気づけば再び生きていた。
ひとたび死に、今再び生きている。ならばそれは快晴でしょう。
快晴。
九郎様の流因の巫女の力と言われています。快晴の力を与えられた者は死してなおよみがえる。幾度でも。
バカな。
はい、おかしなことです。ですが現に起きている。また変わったことがあれば知らせてください。快晴の力が何も見返りを求めぬとは思えぬのです。狼殿、よく参られました。
ひょうたんの種とこれか。
はい、それをこちらに。種をひょうたんに植え付けます。よし、これで薬水の傘が増すでしょ
う。妙な薬だ。
妙ですか。うん、悪い気はしません。貢献があれば奇妙と思うことでも勇んですべし。それが我が師道元の教えですので。
そうか。
ひょうたんの種を見つけたならばまた持ってきてください。薬水のかさ増しをしましょう。ではまた。
Okay, so we've got an extra heal. Don't know about you guys, but I always find, I don't know, there's something really relaxing about the Japanese language. Don't know what it is. Okay, so move on to the next area. There's quite a few guys here. Again, we want to scout around, take everybody out one by one as best we can. We're probably going to get seen a few times, but you can always escape and wait until they de-aggro. So we're going to go onto this tree here. Start with this guy, because he's quite high up. Oh! Whoops. Ow. So that didn't really go to plan. The music's so good in this game as well. Oh, he's seen me. Okay. Well, hello. We need to take that guy out. Pretty quick, smart. Mr. Weapon. It's like, say what? And we see this big dude over here who's hiding around the corner. Okay, so there's a few guys who patrol around here. So we want to be careful for them. It's quite a long patrol as well, so it's easy to forget about them when you're attacking someone else. So we want a sneak attack on this guy because we don't want to have to deal with that hammer. And if you see just at the top there, we went from a 0 to a 1, we filled up that bar. So that's a skill point which we can use to unlock skills, surprisingly enough. Okay, so that's a fair few of these guys dealt with. Okay, they're coming up this way. We might want to drop round behind them. Ideally, we really want to take out the other guy first, but such is life. I'm I'm getting back into it again. I'm like, oh, it's such a fun combat system, this game. It's incredible. They just know how to make a really, I don't know, challenging but satisfying combat system where everything makes sense. They're masters at it. I've got a feeling actually the game audio might be clipping, so I apologise about that if that is the case. I will, when I render the video, I'll check the audio levels and just see if I need to turn it down in game. I think I might have just turned down what I'm hearing because it still sounds like it's clipping. Okay, I thought there was a guy who was sniping from somewhere. Maybe it was the guy we've already met. Okay. So you see this old woman over here.
Oh, 伊之助か、せがれよ。若様を見なかったかの。なんじゃ、黙ってしもうて。腹でも痛いかの。そなたは昔から腹を下しやすかったな。まあよい。せがれよ。この鈴をそなたに託そう。若様のことを案じ作った守り鈴じゃ。この守り鈴を仏様にお供えしておくれ。
Young Lord's bell charm. A bell charm received from an old woman who asked that it be offered to Buddha. Bell charms protect their holders through Buddha's divine protection. If one finds themselves the owner of another's bell charm, offering it to Buddha on their behalf is common courtesy. The sculptor at the dilapidated temple can advise on how it should be offered. Well, we've only come across one Buddha idol. And, oh dear. Who's this guy?
Who? そこにおるのか。おう。その声。いや、まさかな。御神。我が名は野上伊之助。平田家の老頭だった。どうかそこのあばら屋の老婆の様子見てやってくれぬか。私の母なのだが狂ってしまい、もはや誰が誰だか分かっておらぬ。お主の母に会ったぞ。鈴をもらった。そうか。礼を言う。母はその鈴をずっと気にかけていた。上事のように仏様に備えろと。
Yeah. So, poor guy. Poor woman. It's not great. Around here we're going to find some more cockerels. I think there's a few of them. These guys can actually be a bit of a pain. And if you look through here, there's we can see an item there, so I thought we'd be able to get through to it from that way. You would imagine, wouldn't you? You would think. There you go. Light coin purse, and light coin purse. Excellent. So we've definitely got enough money to afford the item from the seller up there, which is a must have. Anyway, let's get out of here. So I think we kind of need to go forward to come back to get up there. It's a trap. We might be able to afford it without using any coin purses. Maybe not, we've got 231, we need 500. So, coin purses are a bit like banking your money, because if you die you don't lose coin purses, but you do lose, I think it's, I don't know if it's all, or like a percentage of the money that you have. Oh, we missed an item there. Purchase Robert's firecrackers. May as well get some antidote powder just. Don't use that thing around here, you'll scare the crows. Jack was saying that Miyazaki, the creator of the Soul series and Bloodborne and Sekiro and all that jazz, had a thing about crows, really liked crows, and I think he said it in an interview or something, but I mean, you can, like, so many of his games. Oh, he's seen us from there, okay. Yeah, that guy, so that guy's gonna, he can still see us, I think. Just need to get out of his line of sight there and let him cool off. So remember, that's, we've kind of been here already because we dropped down over there, went and got that item there, and then went back up. So he's gonna slowly lose aggro, which is good for us. We're gonna go up here. Oh, he's seen us again, okay. It's okay, we can get to him. Ow. Wow, okay. There's some black gunpowder there. Okay, cool. We're near a new idol here anyway, so we don't need to be like incredibly careful. And take out the guy with the hat first, if we can. He's gonna turn around in a second. Okay, cool, so now we can kind of progress here. Are there any items down there that we missed? There might be something somewhere, but... And there's this area over here as well, with the trees. Spirit emblem, cool. Mibu possession balloon. So that if you use them, you increase your odds of getting like drops from enemies and stuff. If we see over here, there's this that's just hanging over here. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'll leave that to your imagination, and then maybe you'll if you know, you know. If you don't, you can guess. But it'll become clear later on. So we're gonna jump from here. And we can hug wall. Okay, and something to get to over there. So we jump and yeah. You gotta be careful with some of those because if you don't time that just right, you just fall. Okay, so we see this area now. I believe this was part of the first demo that they showed off of the game. This area. Whoop. Yeah, okay, we can just get up there. So just before we rest there. Just gonna drop down here and say hello to this guy.
おや見覚えのある顔だ。ああ忍びの旦那だ。いやあの世以来ですね。
あの世とは何だ。
旦那覚えてねえんですか。
ああ。
へえなるほど覚えてねえと。なあ旦那あっしはあんたに会ったことがある。その頃は賊をやってやした。それから足を洗って物売りを始めたんでさ。が銭がない。銭がないから品もない。そこで旦那あっしにちーとばかし銭を用立てていただけやせんか。それを元手に旦那にもきっと役立つ品を仕入れやす。それからおまけにあの世のこと話して差し上げやしょう。どうです？悪い話じゃねえでしょ。
銭だ。
旦那ありがてえ。
話してくれ。
ああもちろんでさ。あの世あっしらは平田の屋敷に押し入りやした。平田はご存知の通り芦名の分家。ちんけな野党なんざ普通は返り討ちです。けど先だっての戦の折だ。若い侍はほとんど出払ってたんでさ。そこを狙って押し入りやして、そんで火をつけ奪った。その最中でさ旦那と会ったのは。旦那は何かを探してた。そんな風に見えやしたね。あっしが知ってるのはそんなもんでさ。
そうか。
あああの世もちょうどそんな顔してやした。今も何かをお探しで。ねえ旦那お題さえいただけりゃ他にも知りたいことをお教えできるかもしれやせん。ぜひ情報を買ってください。
情報を買おう。
お買い上げありがとうございやす。ああなんたって旦那は忍びでさ。忍びの道具の情報を教えて差し上げやしょう。
頼む。
あっしすげえ勢いで火が出る筒を見かけたことがありやす。平田屋敷の押し入りの時あっしの仲間がぶんどったもんです。ボーボーってな調子ですげえ勢いで火を吹いてやしたよ。
Okay, so you don't need to purchase this information, but I just wanted to hear the dialogue. So a tattered note written by Aniyama seems to be from some years ago. Lucrative info number 36. Well, what happened to 1 through 35? When we broke into Hirata estate, we found a barrel that spewed flame. The boys lit a roaring bonfire with it and made merry with the drink. Must have been a shinobi's tool.
火の出る筒が平田屋敷に。覚えておこう。
Okay, so this guy becomes
い
a
ただいた
merchant.
銭を元手に品を仕入れてきやす。旦那楽しみにして。
and then we'll be able to buy some stuff. So now we get these remnants here where we can... oh, was there one of these right back at the start? Should I do that one first? Okay, so let's get this idle before we do anything. And how long we've been going? An hour and a half. Okay, we might call that the end of the first step. So let's travel to Dilapidated Temple. Did I miss the first remnant? Oh no. I was distracted by the online remnants. I was just ignoring them. Gee, this is what online features in a not online game does. It was around here somewhere. It gave us the prompt for remnants. Huh. Maybe I was just imagining it all. Okay, so yeah, we'll call that for today. And yeah, so thanks for joining us, everyone, and I shall catch you in the next step. Hope you enjoyed this introduction to Sekiro. There's a lot of dialogue and cutscenes at the start, but rest assured the vast majority of the game is fighting and being killed by a lot of ridiculous enemies, like any FromSoft game. We haven't really got to the difficult stuff yet, but we'll get there, and when we do, in my opinion, it's much more difficult than like Dark Souls or Bloodborne. Although saying that, yeah, some of the bosses are a lot more difficult, so yeah, so thanks for joining us, and I'll catch you in the next step, guys. Alright, bye.